1930. Situated in Pennsylvania, the Raven Rock Mountain Complex, or Site R, is a U.S. government facility 10 kilometers northeast of Camp David. Built underneath a mountain, it is considered to be the second or backup Pentagon and fields a massive communications facility for the armed forces. During the Cold War, the U.S. government approached the owners of the Greenbrier Luxury Resort in the town of White Sulphur Springs, West Virginia, to build an emergency shelter or bunker system to house the U.S. Congress after a nuclear strike. Project Greek Island was commenced in the late 50s and included an underground kitchen, dormitory, hospital, and a broadcast center for Congress. Its very existence was denied until 1992. Hawthorne, Wiltshire is the site in Britain of a major complex of bunkers and fortified positions for military communications and intended as a command and control center for government in the case of a nuclear attack. Still relatively secret is the extensive bunker system under Moscow, connected to the very deep subway system. Other Warsaw Pact countries no doubt constructed elaborate bunker systems for their defensive use. In East Germany, several hidden bunkers have been unearthed in recent years. This bunker, with 8 rooms, was recently shown to the public for the first time, while renovation work on the former official office of East German leader Erich Honecker was underway. The site, known during Eastern German rule as Staatsratsgebäude, or State Council Building, is currently being transformed into a management school. The bunker, situated 6 meters below the building, includes elaborate electrical, plumbing and ventilation systems and has a 30-meter-long escape tunnel. The bunker measures 22 by 10 meters. It has 6 protection rooms and 2 archive rooms. Apparently it was built to hold 150 people. The rest of the space is a technical area. The first 2 rooms, there is a backup electricity system, there are sanitary installations and a ventilation system. German Chancellor Gerhard Schröder had his offices there after the government moved from Bonn to Berlin in 1999 and before the newly built Chancellery in Berlin was finished. The bicycles are there to operate the electricity system manually in case it breaks down. It allows for fresh air by pedal power. Later, the Staatsratsgebäude was the temporary home to a part of Germany's foreign spy agency, Bundesnachrichtendienst. Those who knew about the bunker later called it Poison Kitchen, because after 1964, everything top secret was stored there, mainly files and documents. This is the bunker's emergency exit. Inside, you saw a door leading to the escape tunnel, and this is the exit at the other end. According to building site manager Schnepf, there are plans to permanently seal the bunker, for which there is no more use, 14 years after the East German state ceased to exist. Only recently, another East German bunker turned up. The giant bunker boasts 300 or so empty rooms, which lie underneath the eastern German village of Prenden. This was where the head of the former German Democratic Republic, or GDR, and his colleagues were meant to hide themselves in case of a nuclear attack. The so-called Honecker's bunker, named after the former East German leader Erich Honecker, was opened to the public at the start of a 3-month visiting period before it is sealed up and closed for good. For me, this bunker is something very, very special, with the technology and architecture and the way they are used together, because it is really unique. It has only been built once, or at least once in the GDR. We know that this type of bunker was built in the former Soviet Union, so technically complex, and the architecture. It was quite expensive for the GDR to build it in this style, and that's why this one in Prenden is the only one. The bunker was built between 1978 and 1983 and is one of the most modern protective buildings of the Warsaw Pact. It took a full 5 years to build the three-story bunker and used up 85,000 tons of concrete. It was built to house nearly 400 people in the event of an emergency. Many parts of the building were built to hang from steel in the ceiling. Even the bunk beds could still be seen swinging. This was meant to prevent the bunker and its contents from falling apart in the event of a large explosion. A 250-metre-long tunnel links the bunker with the former headquarters of the National Defence Council, as well as a number of garages where special vehicles were kept to be used in case there was a nuclear strike. All precautions were taken in the building of the facility, including preparing electricity and air supplies, as well as a water tank with the capacity to hold some 350,000 litres of water. The bunker will be sealed in a way that means it can never be reopened, bringing to an end a piece of the country's history forever. In more recent times, amidst fear of North Korean nuclear missiles, a number of Japanese are looking into nuclear shelters for their personal protection. When Kimogi had his cozy log house built last year in western Tokyo, he paid an extra 12 million yen, some 100,000 US dollars, to install an underground shelter that can protect his family from nuclear blasts. Mogi came up with the idea of having a private family shelter after seeing the 1986 Chernobyl nuclear power plant disaster. Amid recent fears of North Korean missiles and its nuclear capabilities, Mogi is confident that he did the right thing. Here I have enough food for my family of 4 to survive for at least 10 days. Inside his shelter are a laptop computer, radio phones, and an air purifier that filters out radiation particles. The Mogi family shelter was built by a Kobe-based precision machinery manufacturer. The company started selling nuclear bomb shelters to individual homeowners after North Korea first launched its missiles in 1998. Since then, it has sold more than 80 units. Since North Korea's latest series of missile launches, the shelter manufacturer's phone keeps ringing, as homeowners across Japan are anxious to know if they too can have private shelters installed at their homes. To counter military command centers deep underground, Western weapon designers advanced ways to defeat deep underground fortifications. Enhanced radiation weapons that could penetrate deeper into the earth or concrete structures with deadly neutron radiation were tested, killing only living tissue and leaving the physical structures about them untouched. New conventional munitions delivered by aircraft to penetrate reinforced concrete before detonating were designed and put to use in recent conflicts. During the first Gulf War of 1991, US forces learned of enemy bunkers deep underground and set about designing the GBU-28, a laser-guided bunker buster which consists of a 5-meter-long artillery barrel made of extremely hardened steel. Inside this barrel are 295 kilograms of high explosive. The bomb is fin-stabilized and capable of penetrating up to 20 feet of reinforced concrete or 100 feet of earth. Newer versions now have rocket-assisted penetration and depleted uranium warheads. Some are even nuclear-tipped. It would seem there is now no fortification capable of withstanding